it out, check it out. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh man. Okay, I got the hair done. It has been over a year that I've even had bleached hair, and it's been even longer since I've just really rocked it out. I am so stoked. I am so excited. I kind of just gave myself some time. I wanted to focus on being a mama and not, like, this is work to have hair like this. The hours you got to put in and the maintenance you got to put in to have hair like this, it requires time and effort. And so I gave it all up when I got pregnant so I can really just focus on the baby and all of that. And she's 7 months now. Like things are not like newborn status, and I feel like I got my sea legs for motherhood. I'm feeling really, really good about it. I love it. I love it. In fact, I had to also release some guilt because I was feeling so good about motherhood. And I know there are other women who struggle so much with motherhood. And some people have said you shouldn't say how happy you are about your motherhood because other mothers struggle. And I'm like, well, that just seems ridiculous. But I actually kind of felt that way for a minute, that I couldn't really express how much I love being a mom, how much it's my favorite, how simple and easy it seems to be for me to do and to just be with my daughter. Like I don't, there are a few moments, where we can't really communicate, and I don't exactly know what she needs within that moment. But most of the time, like, it's just really chill and awesome and amazing. And I just love, love, love being mama. And as an Auntie Lissa, where my watching my sister, with her kids and then being Auntie Lissa, I know the value and power of having other people in your life that your children love. So like even right now, baby Liz is out there playing with Diane, and it's amazing. And I'm not the only woman who is around my baby. And we really lost the idea of having a village. I made a village so that I be surrounded by people who support me in motherhood. And it's been amazing and wonderful, and I love it, and I love it. And it was time to come back to myself a little bit, bleach my hairs, put in some color. It was time. It was time. So I'm feeling amazing about it. I even got some new earrings because I had some rainbow earrings and they faded over time. So I needed new ones. I'm loving it so much. And I even got myself this little mama. It's a nurse. It's amazing because it's a nursing shirt. Super easy. And like, oh my gosh, we've been nursing now 7 months. On demand nursing, on tap only. I don't pump. I don't store any of my milk. And we're 7 months strong. So super excited about that. Zoo wants love. Come here. Do you want to say hi or not? What are you doing? He wants something. I don't know. But anyway, magic money. Last episode with magic money, it was cut off because she had nap time, or she woke up from nap, or she needed me or something. I don't remember what it was. And baby comes first for everything. And the more I make her my focus in life, and putting her first above everything, everything is just flowing as it needs to flow, and the support and everything we need are here, and everything is great and everything is wonderful and the business is doing well when I make her the focus and the manager of the house. So I allow that to happen. And I wanted to come live yesterday, but we actually had a lot of family stuff going on. We had a dinner going on, and then with friends and family. So a bigger dinner than just normal. I mean, we got to eat dinner every day, but we had a hosting dinner. And then the baby just wanted to be with me like the whole time. And I get it. Like there was 4 hours out of the day where I was getting my hair done that she wasn't with me directly there. I mean, she sat on my lap and we hung out sometimes. And of course I fed her. But I think she just really wanted some mommy time last night. So, last night I focused on the baby, and so I didn't go live. But honestly, since I've had time to take a shower and do my hair the way I wanted to, I love it way better. I mean, I loved it yesterday, but I love the style way better right now, and I love the way that I look on camera with it. So I feel like if I had gone live yesterday, my hair wouldn't have been on point to exactly me as it is right now. So I love it. I love it. I'm so excited. David actually said when I came home, he said, "You might just get pregnant again," because this is the way he fell in love with me. Half pink, half purple, pink, yeah, half pink, half yellow. Sorry. And that he was watching my videos of me, and that my all my first insurance exam queen videos have really crazy hair. Um, I mean, and it's not crazy to me, it's normal to me, but other people may call you a clown, may make fun of me, but I don't care about no one else's opinions. I'm living my life. I'm having a good time. I make it juicy. This is what I want to do. So y'all can have your opinion about it if you want. But I love it. So I'm super excited. But magic, okay, I lost my sidetrack. I wanted to talk about magic money. Um, and how last time I dropped some serious freaking fire bombs about appreciation. And because we were talking about how before we lived in the house that we live in now, which I always talk about as beautiful and amazing, and it is. Like, look at behind me. This is what I get to look at. This is like part of my office. Like, this is part of my bedroom, and I have this beautiful scene that I get to live in and look at while I'm sipping my coffee and just having the most amazing time. And that's how I focus my life, not even just on my Facebook page, because I make those posts about how wonderful and romantic my life is, and how wonderful and amazing everything is, and how delicious coffee in the morning is, and how sweet and wonderful it is to have twinkling lights, and how wonderful I can look out my front yard and backyard and see the grass and see the trees. And it's just so, everything is just so perfect. Everything is just so, that's honestly how I live my life. Not even just on Facebook, but in real life. I'm always looking at what's wonderful, what's amazing, what I love about this moment in the midst of doing the things I need to do, and cleaning the dishes and putting the stuff in the dishwasher and managing employees and doing all the things and then cooking the dinner and then taking care of the baby. But what I focus on is the wonderful, amazing things. And I focus on what causes me joy, and I focus on what feels good, like spending time with my baby and being with my baby and watching her smile and watching her grow, and then also watching other women with my baby. I can't tell you how much it lights me up to see her interacting with more than just me as a mama figure. Like, it's beautiful and amazing. It's so healing. It's so healing. I think we've pushed moms into this, you must take care of everything on your own, and then so like when you get help, you almost have this resentment with someone, like, oh, I could be doing that, but you don't want to be doing 24/7 baby, because that's difficult and hard for anybody. I don't do 24/7 baby because it would be hard for me to do 24/7 baby. I mean, there are days I do 24 baby, but not, like there are times, and I'm always on tap, right? So I'm always there for milk. So it makes sense. I need other people to come in and support me. I need other people to be here to allow me to feel so effortless with motherhood. There are other people putting in effort for me. And that's what part of a village is all about. And that's why I want to live in a village. Like, I have I have a community, and they're all here to support me, and we take care of each other. Like, and they all love my baby. Like, it's so amazing to have so many people who love my baby. Like, that is just the best thing. And it's so wonderful that at any moment I can walk out and go hang out with her, or she can walk in and hang out with me. And that half the day she's, at my feet, no matter where I'm at. Like, it's beautiful, and it's wonderful, and it's fantastic. And I focus on what makes it so lovely, what makes my life so lovely. I focus on what makes my life so good. I focus on the support that I have, and I don't complain about anything that would take me away from that path. Like, I could focus on the fact that our floor has a slant to it, that the floor is very cold because there isn't a second layer of something down there. We have to do certain things, like plug in an electric blanket on the floor to warm the floor up for the baby to play around on the floor. Like, there are things that are not perfect. There are things that are frustrating. There are things that we have to do, but they're not things that I focus on. I don't spend my day complaining about certain tasks or things or whatever it is that I have to deal with that I don't enjoy. I just do them, get them done, and move on. But what I focus on is what brings me love, what brings me joy, what brings a smile to my face. I focus on that thing, and I bring more of those things into my life all the time. right? Every morning, I love waking up with David, and we just smile and we just talk about how much we love our life. And then at night, we go to bed and we have these little giggle fests about how wonderful everything is, and we can't stop laughing. Like we don't focus on, oh, we had to do this today, and then this broke down, and then this was a thing, and just complain to each other all night long about all the stuff we had to do. And instead, we just laugh how, like, look at this, we're in this beautiful room, look at this cedar wood on the walls, it's so beautiful, look, we can look out our door and we could see the beautiful grass, and oh, look, listen to the rain falling down on the roof, like, oh, it's just so wonderful. Like I really spend time making my life the most wonderful life I can have, and I focus on the feelings of wonderful around my life, and I just deal with the things that aren't wonderful. I take care of them. I spend the time on them that I need to. I just don't grow them. I just don't grow them. That's all. I don't want to grow them. I take care of them. I focus on them. I just don't grow them. Okay. I focus on them when they need to be focused on, to be taken care of, and then done. Done. I don't grow it. I just take care of it and move on. Growing it is talking about it. Growing it is telling someone else about it. Growing it is posting it on Facebook. Growing it is telling someone else later, and they tell someone, like, I don't want to grow a problem. I want to solve it. I want to take care of it, and then I want to move on. It's like a feeling too. Like when I was thinking the other day, I posted, fear is not here to stop you. Fear is to be felt. You have to do the thing that makes you afraid in order to feel fear completely. You're only feeling like the beginning of fear. You're feeling the feeling of not wanting to feel the feeling. That's what fear is. Fear is just not wanting to feel the feeling. And the angst of not wanting to feel that feeling. But that feeling doesn't necessarily feel like the angst. And you just got to live through that feeling. You just got to feel the fear. Whatever it requires of you to feel that, do the fear, do the thing that makes you afraid. I did a lot of things that made me afraid. I quit my corporate job and made me afraid. That was freaking terrifying, terrifying to quit my corporate job, to quit my paycheck, terrifying. And I had to feel the feeling. I had to feel everything that it felt to do that thing. And honestly, it felt amazing. It felt amazing to make that decision. It felt so good. I was afraid not of quitting my corporate job. I was afraid of the feeling that quitting would give me. But it wasn't a sense, it wasn't fear. It wasn't anything scary. Like, I felt so much freedom after I made that. I was afraid to do it, but once I did it, everything I felt on the other side was fantastic. So being able to sit through the fear of actually doing it, being able to just do it, and then from there I was like, oh my gosh, and I made all these wonderful moves, and I made all these wonderful things happen. And so much of it came because I was spending time appreciating my current reality, appreciating myself and my life and my situation, and bringing to me more of what I focused on, more of what I spent my time on, which was epicness and mounts of wonderful magic. Like, I just feel my life is so magic. I just feel like my life is so wonderful. I just feel like everything works out for me. I just feel like I'm always having a good time. And yes, and when there are moments, I take care of them just like anything else. I handle it, and then I move on, and then I focus on how wonderful it all is, because that's what grows. And I feel good every day. I feel happy every night going to bed. Like, and even if it's something sad, I at least focus on the fact that I have my family. I have David here. We are okay. We have a beautiful baby. We have a beautiful house. We are okay. Like, there are moments where I may not, feel absolutely about everything. I just feel what I feel, and it's okay. Right? I had a video on this where feeling whatever you feel is fine. It's the judgment of what you're feeling that's the problem. So if you think what you're feeling is I shouldn't feel XYZ, whatever I feel, that's the problem, not what you're actually feeling. So if you're feeling sad, feel sad. Do whatever you need to do when you feel sad. I like to, take a warm bath. Or I like to watch a funny movie, or I like to read a good book, or I like to cry. Like, do the feeling. Feel the feeling. It just wants to be felt. Feel the feeling of sadness. Take care of the sadness. Just don't, just don't judge the fact that you feel sad. Oh, I shouldn't feel sad. Why not? You feel it, so feel it. Don't judge the fact that you feel the sadness. Feel the sadness. Same thing with fear. Don't judge the fact that you feel fear. Oh, the fear means I should stop. No, the fear is just, you feel it. No, feel it. Just feel it. Don't judge the fear. Don't assume it means something. Just feel it. Feel the fear and do the thing. And yes, that's the ticket. That's the magic. So, investing in myself, appreciation. Last time we talked about how much I appreciated. I spent when we were living in a home not as beautiful as this one, but perfectly functional as a home, which is what I focused on. There was a moment where I was complaining. I was in a depression. I felt so sad off of my normal way of operating. I didn't want to get out of bed. I was stuck in bed for a few days. Like, it was, I even told David, I was like, I gotta leave. I gotta get out of here. Because I felt like everything was crashing in on me. And I realized I had to make a different choice. That I could stay in that feeling and continue to feel that way. Or I could feel that feeling and then make a new choice. I made a new choice to get up. I made a choice to clean my house. I made a choice to put in lights so there was more lights. I made choices to decorate and make it look pretty. I did what I could to appreciate what I had in front of me, which wasn't my most ideal or near any ideal that I had, but I still appreciated what I had because it was a house. It gave me safety. It gave me a warm place to stay. And I think just too many times we complain about what's not right instead of focusing on what is right. Focus on what is right instead of what's not right. Take care of what's not right to the best of your ability of whatever you got to handle. But just don't make it everything you think about and everything you talk about and everything you complain about. Don't make it that. So I would get so irritated because when I would flush the toilet at that house, it would not flush. You would have to hold the thing down for like a minute at least before the water began to flush. Normally we just hit flush, boom, walk out, no problem. But I had to hold it down to flush, and it would irritate me so badly because I was getting up every night to go pee multiple times a night, every 2 hours while I was pregnant. And I had to come to this toilet and flush it because David said, do not leave your pee in the middle of the night. I want you to flush it every time. I was ready to just I was just not even going to flush it. And he's like, you need to flush it. So I'm getting irritated, right? And I, instead of allowing that to anger me, instead of me talking about the toilet, complaining about the toilet, yelling at David to go fix the toilet, instead of making that my focus, I focused on the fact that I had indoor plumbing. I had the ability to sit on a place and it washes my stuff away for me, that I don't have to deal with it, that it's just handled by someone else. I have water immediately available to me. That's what I focused on. And I just every time I would go to flush that toilet and stand there for a minute, I was like, I've got indoor plumbing. This is so amazing. I flipped the script. The script could have been complaining. The script could have been, this is awful. The script could have been, my life sucks. But I flipped it. I said, I have indoor plumbing. This is great. This is wonderful. Everything is awesome. Right? That's what I focused on. And now I'm in a significantly better place with an amazing bathtub. The bathroom, I think, and the lighting was probably one of my bigger struggles at our last house. Which again, I'm utterly grateful for. It was perfect for our situation at the time. And the bath, I didn't have an actual bath. It was just a stand-up shower. And now I have this beautiful bath that I can soak in. It fits my entire body, head to toe if I wanted to. It's got jets on it if I wanted jets. And it's got this beautiful tile all around it. It's just so amazing. And this is my bathroom. And in my bathroom, I think in this house is one of my most favorite rooms in this whole house that we have. My bedroom and the bathroom, in the kitchen. Oh my God, the kitchen. Like, I just love this house. But my favorite room is the bathroom, and it's so beautiful. And that was one of the most painful places for me in our past house, but I didn't focus on that. I focused on the fact that I had running water. that I had hot water coming down on me in the shower. I didn't focus on that I didn't love the shower. I focused on the fact that I had hot water coming to me and that I could rinse myself in this hot water and I could just stand under this hot water. That's what I focused on. And it grew into now I have the most a beautiful bathroom. It's just so amazing. It's so wonderful, the bathroom that I have right now. I just love it. I love spending time taking a bath in there. It's just wonderful. And that's what I focus on, and that's what grows. And so appreciation appreciates. This is how we make magic money, is we love our life. We love our life, and we focus on what we love, and we bring more of that to us, which means you also got to love money. And we have a lot of weird beliefs about that. I know there's some Bible verse that gets twisted around or something like the love of all money or something. But it's not about making money the most amazing thing. It's what you get to do with the money. And then you love the ability to do that. You love what money allows you to do. You love what you're able to accomplish with the money. You love the freedom that the money gives you. And you focus on those things. And you make them what gets to be your reality. Instead of money keeps me poor. Money is always a problem. Oh my God, I have another bill to pay. Oh, this sucks. I have another bill to pay. Instead of sucks is another bill to pay, like focus on I got hospital service. I got food to eat. I got groceries. I have groceries to eat. Oh, I got to spend money on groceries. Well, you focus on grows. So you focus on your groceries, that you have food to eat, or you focus on the fact that you have to spend money to get it. One of them's positive, one of them's negative. One's going to get you, both of them are going to get you more of what that one thing is. Whatever you focus on will just get you more of that. So if you keep complaining about every bill you have to pay and every dollar you have to spend and where, complain, you're going to get more complain. But if you appreciate, you get more appreciation and more appreciation, more appreciation, more appreciation. I have more to appreciate now because I appreciated what I had then. And what I had then, I understand is epic amounts compared to some people on this planet. I don't think we honor enough how blessed we are compared to other people on this planet. There's a lot of people on this planet living in a lot of different situations. And you're staring at a computer screen or a phone screen? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You probably have running water. You've probably got food. You probably got a comfortable bed. You probably got some clothes on. You probably got a device in your hand worth $1,000. Look at that. And there are some people on the planet who don't even have warm enough clothes. The ability to keep themselves warm. And not only are you warm, cuddled up on your blanket, warm on your velvet chair, you get to warm your insides with a cup of hot cocoa that you quickly made on your beautiful stove. And taste that delicious cocoa. While someone else has no clothes or not enough clothes. And that's why we struggle so much with money. But I can't make a huge impact in that person's life until I have enough money to make a huge impact in that person's life. And I've got to love and appreciate what I have now to grow more of what I love and have to appreciate now. And I can share my wisdom and I can share my knowledge about how I was able to get out of these stupid belief systems about money and how I was able to begin bringing in all the money into my life. And I can help everyone else who's willing to hear about all that. We have a lot of weird feelings about money, especially when we think about how there are, and again, we spend so much time complaining. And if we converted that time of complaining into times of appreciation, it would blow your mind. Your mind would be blown over and over again. And you will find more on top of more on top of more. And it just gets to get better and it just gets to get better. And you get better. Because I'm not saying there's never a problem again. Never saying that. There will always be struggle. There will always be hardship. There will always be something unpleasant that you will have to deal with, that you will have to accept, that you will have to live through. But we hold the power that even in the awful moments, that's where the good moments come from. If I don't know how bad it is, I can't know how good it is. There is no truth without a lie. There is no darkness without light. There is no light without darkness. There is no happy without sad. In order to feel one thing, we got to feel everything. In order to feel one thing, we got to feel everything. Feel your feelings. Don't judge your feelings. I feel sad. I feel sad. Feel sad. Do what I need to do when I feel sad. Just don't decide that feeling sad is bad. Don't decide that feeling fear is bad. Feel the fear. Do whatever it is. Fear is not here to stop you. Fear is here to be felt. And you only feel it by doing the thing you're afraid of. And on the other side of that is a whole different feeling you may not even be aware that you are able to do or have. Focus on what you appreciate. Focus on what is working, what is good, what is lovely. Do what you can to make things lovely around your house. Do what you can to... One of the biggest changes I made, looking at my brand new hair right now and my new earrings and like just getting myself ready and like being all cute and getting my nails done. Like, I really enjoy what I see when I walk by a mirror. I really enjoy it. And some people say you shouldn't, that's vain or whatever. I don't care. I feel really, really good when I look at myself. That's why I do it. I don't do it for anything else. I don't do my hair for you. I don't wear my eyeliner for you. I don't wear my clothes for you. I do it for me. And I think that's what makes it so difficult when we receive judgment from other people, is because we're doing things to prevent judgment. I have long hair as a woman because long hair as a woman doesn't get judged. Short hair on a woman does get judged. So I'm going to have long hair so that no one will judge me as a woman. But you are going to get judged by someone will always judge you. What hurts the most is when we're trying to avoid judgment and then people still judge us. But you'll never not please everyone. There will always be someone who doesn't enjoy whatever it is you're doing. And it stings so much because you're doing it exactly for them, but they don't even care about it. Doesn't matter to them what you're doing or not doing or whatever. I dress the way I dress. I look the way I look. I wear the clothes that I want to wear because I enjoy it. Period. I don't care what anyone else's opinion on it is. I don't. Because none of them are living in my life. And when I walk by a mirror, I want to feel super incredible, awesome, and amazing. And if this is what makes that feeling happen, that's what I'm going to do. 100%. I don't care. I don't care what anyone else has to say about it. It doesn't matter to me. I should have brown hair and a blazer in order to be a corporate trainer. Could have fooled me. I made $500,000 training people for corporate jobs or whatever type of insurance job they want. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And you know what's crazy is the more that I do what I want to do for me, the more I am listening to what God has done for me or desires of me. Like if you believe you're here for a purpose, you believe you're here for a reason, that there's someone like God who said, you are a child, you are here. If you are not living in accordance with the ideas of what he gave you to want to be, look like, talk like, act like, feel like, dress like, where do you think those ideas came from? We think too much that we are influenced by other people, that it's the other people that influence our way of being. But I will tell you, I wasn't around people like this. If I'm going to be influenced by people, I would be influenced to have long brown hair. I'm not like this because someone else, like if anything, someone else may have looked like this and it sparked something within me. And like, that was already in there. Okay. It was already in there. That was like, that's what I want. And she did it. Oh my gosh. Like I can have that too. Right? We're so worried about other people's influences, but maybe if we just understood their influences are just activating what's already within us. And how is it within us? Well, it's within us because God put it there. Well, why did God put it there? Because he wants you to do that thing. He wants you to feel that thing. He wants you to be that way. Like that, you're designed that way. So do that thing. Like if you really love whatever it is you love, you have to understand you love it because you were designed to love it. Okay. If there is something you are really good at, that's your gift. And you were given this gift to share with the world. Do that gift. Like we make it so much harder than what it needs to be because we're so worried about the opinions and judgments of other people. If I was worried about the opinions and judgment of other people, I never would have quit my job. I never would have made over $500,000 in less than 2 years. Those things never would have happened. But I didn't care about anyone else's opinion about me quitting my job. I didn't care about anyone else's opinion about if it was a smart financial move. I didn't care about anyone else's ideas or opinions about it. I just did what I wanted to do. I felt the fear that I had. The fear, honestly, resisting the fear felt worse than just living the fear, because on the other side of making that decision was absolute freedom, which was amazing and wonderful, and a huge activation of the fact that I have these amazing gifts that I can share with the world. And the more that I share with the world exactly who it is that I am, the brighter I shine. And the brighter I shine, the more it allows other people to shine. When I'm shining, everyone's shining. Lizzo said it, when I'm shining, everyone's shining. So if God gave you a desire within you and you turn it on and you activate that light and you're shining bright, it only helps other people to see their light. It only helps other people to see their power. You are inspiring with them what's already in there. You're activating it. You're turning it on. And you do that when you shine your bright light. And you do that when you're most you. If you're this bright, amazing, like God made you to be, exactly who you are, this bright and amazing soul that you are, and you cover yourself up with other people's ideas and other people's opinions and other people's worries, you're hiding and shrouding your light that He meant to be shown, to shine bright to everyone, for all to see. And you cover it up with other people's opinions, ideas, and worries, and you're not doing what you think you are doing, because God asked you to be you and to shine bright the way that you are made, the way that you are designed. God, universe, source, whatever. I've been thinking God lately as like divine mother. And I think about my relationship between me and my daughter. And I imagine having a divine mother like that and what that would mean for my life. And what that would mean for how I get to manifest, and what that means when I go through a struggle. Like I have to let my daughter fall and bop her head in order for her to learn. And I can't rescue her or save her from everything, because otherwise she won't build her legs strong enough to handle what happens when you wobble. She's got to wobble. She's got to fall. I got to let her live through this. And there are times when I pick her up and take care of her and comfort her. And there are times, when I'm there and I have to think, I've been thinking of Source God is in that same manner. And I've been thinking that that's how they are with me. And it helps me to know that I'm fully supported, but I've got to just go around and experiment and play with the world, right? But they're watching me. They got their eye on me. There'll be times where I mess up and it doesn't feel so good and I fall down, but then I learn something amazing. But when I really need them, they're there, and they're always going to be there. They've always got my back. Like, that's how I feel with my own daughter. That is how I feel about God or Source, universe taking care of us. And it has really changed the way that I manifest, that I bring things into my world, the way that I feel good about everything. It has been phenomenal. Making that shift from God the Father to Divine Mother, like huge shift. Now, being a mother and feeling as good as I feel about motherhood and what I get to do each day with my daughter and how I get to see other people with my daughter and what I'm learning. Like I spend so much time just learning by watching her, and also watching the feelings I feel about my daughter, about mothering, about life, about business, thinking about the ideas I'm translating to her, what opinions I'm translating to her. Like I caught myself the other day doing a behavior and a thought process that was on automatic pilot, downloaded into me by my parents or something, or my DNA, genetics, I don't know. Because I tell you, if you would ask me, like, I don't really care about this. But David was at one of those claw machines, where you put money in and then you grab a toy, but like you never win. Like you hardly ever win. And some people say they're really good, but they still have to do it, a couple times. And you're basically just throwing away money, right? Like that's the opinion, that's the belief we have when you play a game like that. David did get a dinosaur recently, but when we were playing at the mall, and he really enjoys what he's doing. He's having a good time. Like he has fun figuring out exactly where to put the thing. We're not wasting money. We're allowing David to enjoy some of his time using a game. But I had this belief that we're wasting money. That I was like, quit doing that. I swat his hand away and I said, you're done. What? He is a 42-year-old man. And I was like, you're done. That's it. That's how I knew it was a programmed into me by my parent or some sort of DNA programmed into me. But I was like, oh, I immediately was grossed out by my own behavior that I had this like, you're done. Like you can't put any more money into the machine. You're wasting your time. Like that's not how I really feel. How I really feel is like, David, do that as long as you want. There's more than like he could spend what, 5-10 bucks on that machine. I don't care. I don't care. He's having a good time. He's having a great time. Eventually, it's going to spit a toy out. Like we talked about how it's got to be rigged every so often that like once it collects like $100, it makes it easier for some kid to get a toy. Like there's got to be some system to it. But does it matter that he spends, 5 to 10 bucks playing on one of those things? Is that really a huge waste of time and money? That's certainly a belief that I had, and it was on autopilot enough to smack a grown ass man's hand away from putting in more money and saying you're done. Like what? I wanted to vomit the way that I acted. And I was like, that's how we have programs within us that could run on autopilot. And some of us are living in that 24/7. Some of us are so on autopilot to what we've been programmed and conditioned that we aren't even aware that there's a whole other world out there, version of us out there. That you are not your thoughts, you are the one observing your thoughts. And when you really get to that level in life, everything changes. Everything changes. I am not the one thinking my thoughts, I'm the one observing my thoughts. And then now you get to control your thoughts, and now you get to control your feelings, and now you get to control different things. And now you get to be aware of different things. You get to tap into different things. You get to understand energy. You get to see, magic in your world. When you get out of autopilot. And being in autopilot is repeating similar beliefs like money. Money is hard. I never have enough money. Money is not there when I need it. If these are things that you always repeat in your mind, these are things that will always repeat in your life. You've got to make new decisions about money. And the simplest thing that you can immediately do right now is to say thank you every time you spend $1. Just say thank you. I'm glad I can spend this money. I'm glad I can spend this money. I'm glad I can spend this money. And I don't care if it's not real at first. That's not the point. That's not the point. It's not going to feel real the very first time. You think with me flushing that toilet, the very first time I was like, you have indoor plumbing, I actually felt good about it? No, I was like, you have indoor plumbing. Yes, you do. And the first few times, eventually it switched. I'm like, yeah, I have indoor plumbing. This is, but you have to beat it in there. You have to beat it in there. You've got years and years and years of hating spending money. It's going to take some time to flip the gear. Give it time to flip the gear. Don't think it has to feel right or you're lying. That's a big problem. We tend to think that if it's not true yet, we're lying. But of course it won't be true yet. You're stopping the momentum of the train that says money is hard to earn. I hate spending money. Spending money sucks. You've got to stop the momentum of that train of thought and pull it back to neutral where money just is. And then you've got to push it to the other side. Spending money is wonderful. Spending money is amazing. Money is so fun. Having money is so joyful. So in the first moments where you're working on stopping the momentum of spending money sucks and money is awful, I never have enough money, you stop the momentum by saying, I'm so thankful to spend this $1. I'm so thankful to spend this $1. And at first, no, it feels wrong because you're literally stopping the momentum. It's already in movement. Hating money is already in movement. It's not a joyful process to stop. Like imagine, like there's always in the cartoon somebody stopping a bus. Stop! Right? The bus is coming. Stop! the train is coming, stop. That is not, and then it's like, ah! And then the last minute, right? It like squishes your nose, okay? you but it won't be painful. Like it'll always be like that. It'll stop, right? But it's not joyful to get it to stop. Zoo, that's enough. And then move it into the next. Zoo, Zoo. Shh. You're all right. Oh, Zubu. You got to stop the momentum of it going in one direction and push it into the other side. Get it to neutral. Just get feelings to neutral if you need to. Okay? And feel your feelings. It's the thoughts that you need to shift. Okay? So always feel your feelings, but thoughts can breed feelings. You have to think about the thought. What feeling is that thought going to generate, and how much of that feeling is that thought going to generate, and is that the feeling I want to generate? Your brain can literally generate feelings. Like I say, I want you to remember your warmest, most wonderfulest feeling. I want you to remember the last time you had ice cream and it was so good and it melted in your mouth. Like we can generate feelings right now. Your thought can generate feelings. So what feelings are you using your thoughts, or what thoughts are you using to get your feelings to generate, right? The backwards of that. You have to stop the train of thought that says money sucks, money is bad. Hold the train, okay? Stop the train. It's not pleasant, but you're going to stop the train. And then you're going to move it to neutral. Money just is. And then you're going to start loving to spend money. But you can just start now saying, I love spending money, or I'm thankful to spend money, or I'm glad I have money to spend. I'm glad I'm able to cover this bill. You've got to shift it into the other direction. And it feels uncomfortable at first, just like trying to stop it. It feels uncomfortable. But once you get moving, once you get rolling, once you get going, it becomes truer and truer and truer and truer to where it is like rock solid truth in your life. That's exactly how it is. I love spending every dollar. I love being able to impact other people. I love leaving huge tips. I love being able to help someone. I love being able to get what I want. I love not having to struggle. I love being able to employ other people. I love being able to do this with all of my money. I focus on what I'm able to now do with what I've got. So I think that covered a lot of things. I know we kind of went into a lot of places, but we've got to remember appreciation appreciates. In fact, I haven't even shared the biggest, craziest thing yet. I have already invested and or committed to $70,000 this year in personal growth and development. Between courses and coaching and trainings and educations that I've wanted for myself, 70,000. Now that may seem insane to some of you, but let me ask, how much college debt do you have? You agreed to pay that amount of money towards someone else's ideas and someone else's piece of paper. I'm looking at people who have achieved the proof of concept that I want, and I am paying them to get me on exactly that path. I made a choice to work with them, not what I was told to do. And man, does it feel so good. It feels so good. I've already started some of my courses one part of what I already pay is Christine Michelle Hayes. She's my amazing coach and mentor. I've already committed to thousands upon thousands of dollars, to be able to work with her. And it's absolutely worth it. I've made all of my money with her by my side. She was my woo. She is my woo and do coach and mentor. If you're in any way interested in doing what I've done, start with her. She's freaking fantastic. That's where I started. I get to choose to invest in her. I get to see amazing results from that. I remember the fear of spending. It was actually a year ago we were in her course. It was $777, and I really, really wanted it, and 777 sounded really, really scary. And somehow she rolled out a coupon for like half off, and I was like, oh, thank God. And I immediately bought it. And now it's like I pay so much more than that to work with her. But I felt the fear of doing it, and on the other side of it, it was so magical. Like that what gets to be true. That's what gets to be true. So I remember even too after that spending I was going to buy her entire quarter worth of trainings. So she packaged a bundle that said basically, you can be in any of the programs I create within the next, 3 or 6 months, whatever it was. And I signed up for it, and it was multiple thousands of dollars to do it. But I knew that I would want to be in any of her programs because I wanted to be in her energy, I wanted to be in her world, I wanted to be in her knowledge. And so I immediately signed up for it, even though I had no job, my and I was just beginning to really make money in my business. I think the month I had hired her, I had made about 4,000 and I was spending about 4,000. Like I had made that much money in the month. And then, but don't forget, I had been in her programs from, -3 months. I started with her in November and I started my business in January. So I quit my job to then take on starting my own business while in her world, right? So I was like, I want to take this to the next level, the next level. And so I committed to the next quarter of stuff by paying upfront for all of it. It turned into me getting one-on-one time with her, which just super accelerated my business, like immensely accelerated my business. And so, of course, I'm going to continue to spend money to be able to work with her to grow my business even further. And then I've made commitments to other places that are going to give me what it is I'm looking for. And I'm super excited about that. I actually got one of the a huge coveted coaching program, the Alpha Femme Experience with Melanie Ann Layer. She had a special going on for like 11,000, 1,100 or something. And I was like, I debated, like I was like, I want all these things, but I was like, I don't know, it's a lot. And I committed to it. In fact, she sent us a package. Like, oh my gosh, I need to open this. I don't even know what's in it, but I got it being the Alpha Femme Experience. So that was one of my commitments to myself. I also got a class that will help me work on my focus. Like I have squirrel brain, and I've already have seen huge improvements in my life from just one class. It's called Zero to Dangerous. And that's been super cool. And I feel so good about things. And then so I invested also back into like my energy and my physical spirit. So I wanted my hair again. So I'm investing into myself, self-appreciation. I appreciate every time I look by the mirror. I love it. I love what I see when I walk by the mirror. So that's why I do what I do. So yeah, I see that I have a question. Melly Mel, I love that. I know you work a lot with my sister, I think. What if you aren't really good at one thing in particular or have a passion for one thing? You have a passion for what you do. There isn't one main thing for me. You are the main thing. It's you. You are the thing. So invest in you. You are the really particularly good thing. So if that means you're multifaceted, which is perfect and amazing because that's who you are. So stop trying to look for the thing and just be the thing. Be the thing, which is you. Just be you. What lights you up? What excites you? What lights you up today may be different than what lights you up tomorrow. And that's fine. And you may find yourself doing a bunch of beautiful and amazing things. That's perfect. You don't need to have so many of us think we have to have a niche. We need to have a round peg square hole, or no, perfect thing. But you have to, there's so many sides of you. There's so many different beings of you. There's so many different iterations of you. And I bet it's even possible that you may have not, you know your thing, but you're unafraid, you might be afraid to admit what your thing is. Or you may think that of the things that I think about, I think only this would make money, but I don't really enjoy it. So then I don't know what my thing is. Like I would challenge you to maybe question that. But at the end of the day, it's just you. It's just you being you. It's just you being lit up by you and your life and, you know, tapping into what makes you joyful. But you're the thing. You're the thing. So when you focus on you and what feels good to you and working on your inner self and working on your outer self and doing all these things, That's where it is. But I would also challenge you, like, these are some conversations that we could definitely have inside Magic Money membership. So I go live to talk about Magic Money and to share, my knowledge and my wisdom and my experience about flipping my beliefs about money and going from, you know, 40,000 a year to 40,000 a month to now 70,000 a month. Is not going to be long before we're 100,000 a month, right? If you want to join along the sides of someone doing that, that's what Magic Money is for. So if you have any interest in doing that in your own life, and it doesn't matter what you do, it really doesn't matter what you do. We have all different kinds of people in Magic Money. We already have someone who doesn't need to make any more money. They already have a ton of money. So, but they want to feel differently about money. And that's what Magic Money is for. So, if you want to rub shoulders with me, making 70,000 a month. I've already made almost 30 this month. I think I'm at 28. It's 10 days into the month, $28,000. I could say that like it's nothing. $28,000 has crossed the threshold of a website to a bank and to my account. Like, that's happened. So if you want that to happen, join my Magic Money membership. That's what the energy is all about. All right. I love you. I'm going to go because I feel like I'm going to keep rambling and we're getting close to an hour. So I want to keep it close to an hour. But I love you all. I did actually lay down some hot fire in the Magic Money membership. I went live in that group before I did this, and it was some serious freaking fire. Like, I was like, damn, some of the things I was saying, I was like, this is so good. So I always I'm still at the beginning stages of figuring out exactly how I want Magic Money to look because it is so cheap. Like, it is only $33 a month. And I'm like, okay, how much time am I going to commit to something that's only $33 a month? And for me, I'm not too worried about it because I'm like super excited and joyful about everything that I do. But I'm like, I realize that I need to go live in the group first because some of the juiciest, most amazing stuff comes out first. And I'm like, they got to get the best. So that's what's inside Magic Money membership. But I do go live. I do put it out on the YouTube channel. These kind of conversations, and I'll continue to have these kind of conversations whether you join my Magic Money or not. But if you want the juiciest conversations, if you want Q&As, if you want more of my attention on your bank account and in your world, that's what the Magic Money membership is all about. So I love you all. Have an amazing day. Bye.